Imagine Hellboy, but in real life. Enormous hands, a powerful presence, and a past shaped by something no one could control. This is the story of Mark Davidson Jacildo, the man born with hands 10 times larger than normal. Mark is a 28-year-old husband and father from Manila, Philippines. He lives a quiet life with his wife Shalai and their daughter. But nothing about Mark's body is quiet. He was born with an ultra-rare condition called Macrodactyly, a congenital deformity that causes the fingers, fist, and palm to grow abnormally large and never stop. His hands look like something out of a superhero comic, or maybe a horror movie. But to his wife and daughter, they are just warm and soft. Macrodactyly affects only 1 in every 100,000 births. There's no known cure and no exact cause. It makes the affected fingers grow disproportionately due to overgrowth of bone and soft tissue. In Mark's case, the growth didn't stop at 1 or 2 fingers. His entire hands ballooned to 10 times the normal size. Doctors weren't optimistic. Many believed he would never be able to use them at all. But Mark had different plans. As a child, Mark struggled with bullying. Kids would call him the Hulk, Popeye, or even Monster Hands. Some were too scared to shake his hand, afraid he might crush theirs by accident. At age 6, he broke 3 pencils in a single day, just by trying to hold them normally. By 8, he could crush a full soda can with one hand, without meaning to. His parents, though, never treated him differently. "You're not cursed," his mother told him. "You're unique." Everything changed when Mark met July online. She had no idea about his condition at first. "I just liked how kind he was," she says. "When we finally met, I was shocked, but in a good way." They fell in love, got married, had a daughter. Mark helps with everything around the house, including cooking. Despite their size, Mark says his hands aren't painful. They're strong, but gentle. He can carry heavy loads, do repairs, and even hold his baby daughter with care. But the stares never stopped. "People still look," Mark says. "Sometimes they film me without asking. Sometimes they whisper. But I've learned to live with it." He's chosen to see his condition not as a curse, but as a tool. "I want to be a motivational speaker," he says. "I want people to see that I didn't let my hands define me." But it hasn't been easy. In his teens, Mark once considered having surgery to remove some of his fingers, just to feel normal. The idea was terrifying, and ultimately, he chose against it. He's also been the subject of internet rumors. One video falsely claimed he had superhuman strength. Another said his hands had broken 3 phones in 1 week. He laughs at these rumors, but deep down he knows how easy it is for the world to turn differences into myths. Doctors say that surgery can reduce the size of the hands in some macrodactyly cases, but it's complex, risky, and can lead to loss of function. Mark prefers to keep what he has and adapt to life as it is. "The hardest part isn't the size," he says. "It's being stared at like you're not human." Mark Davidson may look like a comic book character, but behind the giant hands is a gentle, determined man, a father, a husband, and a fighter. He builds, he creates, he loves, and he lives boldly, reminding us all that what makes us different can also make us extraordinary. Because being powerful doesn't come from size, it comes from the courage to keep going. If this story inspired you, let us know in the comments. What would you say to Mark if you met him in person? And if you believe more people should hear stories like his? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs a little motivation today.
Oh,